Woof! I've just got done with my training and I saw a very interesting post from Dr. Huberman where he details a fitness routine and recommends it to his audience. In this video, I want to cross-reference his post with my real-life experience because we help people on a daily to get started with fitness and kettlebells specifically in real life, especially over 40s, 50s, and 60s. And how does it compare? How does the reality work with this type of recommendation from the doc? You're going to find it out in this video. And if you're over 40 and you want to become strong, fit, and lean without going to the gym twice as fast, then download my free ebook in the first link in the description. Dr. Huberman just posted this on his Instagram. A recommendation for all-around fitness, strength, endurance, speed, so on and so forth. So he recommends, as you can see, almost 7 days of training. Now, if you're already a gym rat, you already are totally hardcore on fitness and you're looking for something new to spice things up, this might be interesting for you. However, if you're just getting started, this recommendation is not going to work. And why? You might be thinking, well, this guy's a doctor. Yeah, but he specialized in neurology, some kind of feel in that aspect. So taking advice from him would be the same like taking advice from a kettlebell specialist on medical prescription drugs because of a cardiac arrest that you had. And now I'm giving you my advice that's based on a YouTube video, my own experience, or somebody else that I had contact with who had a cardiac arrest. So my advice, while I can give it to you because it's my opinion at the end of the day, is probably not as valuable as an advice from a specialist who works with people all day, every day. Now, the reason this doesn't work for almost nobody who is over 40, has a lot of responsibilities in life, is the following. We just don't like exercising. The body, the organism, doesn't like the exit of homeostasis. Our bodies want to keep everything in equilibrium. So training is, for that reason, at the bottom of the list on people's priorities. And somebody mentioned in the comments and said, well, doc, this sounds like a lot of work. And he said, yeah, but people spend way more time on Instagram every day on social media, so you can take time away from that. Now, while I do appreciate that perspective, because we do spend too much time on social media, you can't compare apples with oranges. Training is something that people hate doing, especially beginners and almost everybody, right? Once you get in the swing of things and into the mood, yes, you start liking it, enjoying it, but it's a long road until you get there. Versus spending time on social media, which is an addictive habit. So you compare something that people don't like doing with something that has addictive properties. That just doesn't work. That's why it's way too much work for too many people, because many people don't like engaging themselves in the training from the get-go. And I think this is a good example of paperwork colliding with experience. Most of our clients show up once a week, and that's 30 to 40 minutes, 45 minutes of training. Why? Because life happens all the time. I would love to have them show up twice a week or even 3 times. But we recognize even the most die-hard normal people who get into training and fitness show up twice a week. And that's an optimum, which we think is awesome. So with that experience in mind, it makes sense for you to engage in a program that gives you everything all at once. It gives you a little bit of endurance, a little bit of strength, a little bit of speed, a little bit of explosiveness, mobility, coordination, all these beautiful aspects of physical performance. That's awesome. And the kettlebell, I believe, can provide you with this because the kettlebell is the king of GPP. GPP is called General Physical Preparedness. That's something that athletes have to bring up before they start specializing. And that's why people experience this so-called what the hell or kettlebell effect, because the kettlebell raises a tide that lifts all boats. That's why it's so powerful. So training once or twice a week is awesome to get started, especially now that we jump into the New Year's. You don't have to train like this because you're going to burn yourself out quickly. And speaking of kettlebells, he even recommends a kettlebell routine, or he recommends Pavel Tsatsouline. So the question is, hey, doc, what should I do for push and pull? I only have a kettlebell and resistance bands. What does the doc recommend? Body weight stuff from Pavel, 1-arm push-up, progressions, chins. What? No, if you have a kettlebell, you don't need that. If you're getting started, here's what you do if you have a kettlebell. Deadlift, press, squat. 3 powerful exercises, a couple of reps, maybe 1 minute per exercise, then you rest and you do 3 to 4 rounds to get started. This is awesome. Then as you progress, you start with a clean and press, with a snatch, with farmer's walks, with a windmill, with jerks, maybe double kettlebells, with swings, all these powerful, most bang for your buck exercises. And then you don't need resistance bands and you don't need body weight, even though I say body weight works well with kettlebells. And again, we see here Dr. Huberman's paperwork and YouTube video knowledge and his own experience clashing with experience, professional experience when you work with actual people in real life. You don't have to do that body weight stuff if you engage with kettlebells. The kettlebell in and all by itself is the most powerful tool to bring up your GPP.
Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebells. And if you made it this far, download my free ebook in the first link in the description called the Kettlebell Code. If you're over 40, 50, or 60, you don't have a lot of time, but you still want to take care of your fitness, this is where the kettlebell comes in. And I'm going to show you how to get started with one of the best tools on planet Earth. You find my ebook for the shortcut to your success either in the description or in the pinned comment. 100% free. Enjoy.